headlines today in economic news are the British exit, the labour law and the farmer issue in France, where the standoff continues between the syndicats and the government. We also have international topics with the US presidential election, a jihadist attack in Tunisia and the migrant issue in Europe. To finish our news report, we will talk about the election of the new FIFA president, the International Women's Day and the 88th Academy Award. Let's begin with the British exit, most known as Brexit. This news began during the last Prime Minister elections. David Cameron had indeed promised to consult the British people on the subject of the European Union with a referendum between June 2016 and the end of 2017. Now, the other countries of the European Union try to convince the UK to stay with them. Meanwhile, David Cameron wants a lot of concessions from Europe to persuade the British to remain within the EU. The British people in favour of the exit have now a wide support with the Mayor of London, Mr. Boris Johnson. The other important economic news concerns the farmers in France. Indeed, for months now, many French farmers can't live anymore with their professional activities and go bankrupt. Now, they want better work conditions and better selling price for their product. To claim their position, they organize several protest actions, mainly in the west of France. For example, they blocked roads. Their latest action was to protest noisily outside the house of the French Minister of Agriculture, Mr. Stéphane Le Foll, during the night. Now, let's talk about international news with
It was a Super Tuesday, one of the most important Tuesdays for the United States. The two winners are Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Donald Trump for the Republican Party and Hillary Clinton for the Democrat Party. Ted Cruz and Bernie Sanders won 2 caucuses. In fact, the rise of Trump has waked up the opponents. The surveys see Trump winner easily. As you can see, Mr. Rubio is the second in the Republican political campaign. He won this Sunday the territory of Puerto Rico, but we don't know if it will last long. Because he doesn't have any support, he begins to miss some funds to finance his campaign. We are waiting with impatience the next episode. Also in the news this evening, a jihadist attack in Tunisia. Gunmen attacked the town of Ben Garden. Our reporter Matt Johnson on site to tell us more. Hello Mike, the jihadists attacked at dawn with heavy weapons. They killed about 10 men. I am currently at Ben Garden School and the children are very shocked. Fortunately, the Tunisian army was able to stop the progression of the Islamists. About 13 of them were killed and several others were arrested. A curfew has been imposed. Since last year, on the attack in Tunisia has trouble to contain the terrorist attack. Thank you, Matt. To finish with the international news, the Turkish Prime Minister suggests to take all the immigrants on the Greek island, the economic immigrants, but especially the Syrian refugees, and once returned in Turkey, the economic immigrants would be expelled by Ankara towards their country of origin. Also, the Syrian war refugees will be taken in charge on the Turkish ground by the European Union, which would have an official infrastructure in Turkey and not in Greece. Ankara also suggests sending some agents of immigration on the main Greek island concerned. Ankara asks more money to finance this device. 3 billion euros was already supplied by the European Union. Turkey asked for the double. Now, let's talk about the other news with Tom Walker.
On the 26th February, during the extraordinary FIFA Congress, Football International Federation has elected Gianni Infantino, a Swiss internal, 45 years old, who is the former Secretary General of the UEFA, the Football European Federation. He has been elected by the 207 international football federations with 180 votes against 88 for Sheikh Salman, 4 for the Prince Ali, and 0 from Jérôme Champagne, the other 3 candidates. Therefore, he succeeds Sepp Blatter, the former FIFA president, who was sacked by the FIFA Ethics Committee on October 2015 after corruption-related controversies.
Thank you, Stan. With that transition, International Women's Day has been held on 8th March every year since 1913 and has been recognized by the United Nations since 1975. This day permits to reunite all the women in the world, and it's the possibility to make a balance on the woman's situation in the world. The general idea is to promote actions aimed at raising awareness of the issue of inequality between men and women, whereas the inequalities are already present. In fact, a woman is paid less than a man. Third wave feminists around the Western world are taking the opportunity to raise awareness of the struggles that middle-class women face every day. But here are 6 countries that won't be celebrating today: Iraq, Somalia, Saudi Arabia, Syria, Indonesia, and India. To finish our news report, let's talk about the Academy Awards. The 6th time has been good. 22 years after his first Oscar nomination, DiCaprio finally accesses the award. At the age of 41, the Titanic star won his first Oscar for his performance in The Revenant, ending Malediction.